Welcome to 2K Sports MLB 2K12 and this year's $1 Million Perfect Game Challenge. I'm Ryan Spielborgs of the Cleveland Indians, and surprisingly, I turned down my chance to be in a commercial with Kate Upton to read this thing for you. You may wonder why 2K chose me. The number one reason why is I can read, which automatically eliminates Matt Holliday, who never went to college, and Troy Tulowitzki, and Jason Giambi, who went to Long Beach State. And I paid 2K to do this. For the last 2 years, 2K Sports has crowned winners of the Perfect Game Challenge for being the first to pitch a perfect game. Sorry, Brian Kingery, 2K is not going to just hand you over another million this year. Before we go any further, this tutorial is just a guide to help you better understand the Perfect Game Challenge, and is by no means a substitute for the rules and regulations that govern this contest. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get to it. This year is different. Very different. This year it's all about how perfect you pitch your perfect game, and not about who pitches it first. You need to be the perfectest. And no, we're not talking about Logan Morrison. New for 2012, starting April 4th, gamers will have until April 30th to earn one of 8 spots on the 2K Sports Perfect Game Challenge leaderboard. Your ranking on the leaderboard is determined by how well you pitch your perfect game. There is a special formula 2K Sports is using this year, which includes player and team ratings, number of pitches thrown, accuracy of your pitch mechanics, and more to determine how perfect of a game you have pitched. A score will be assigned to your game that then determines your ranking against other verified perfect game achievers. The top 8 ranked and verified perfect games pitched by qualified gamers on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 will compete live in New York City at the MLB Fan Cave for $1 million. And if I don't make the team out of spring training, I'll probably meet you there too. How do I compete in the Perfect Game Challenge? First and foremost, familiarize yourself with the rules, checklists, and FAQ at 2ksports.com/perfectclub. There you can study up like the previous 2 Perfect Game winners and get all your ducks in a row, so you can blast them like a Houston Street Slider. You must be 13 or older, a legal resident of the 50 United States or Washington, D.C., and cannot reside in Arizona, Connecticut, Maryland, North Dakota, Vermont, or any other location where the contest is deemed void, which if you already did your homework as mentioned previously, you would already know. Your perfect game must be achieved between 9 a.m. Pacific Time on April 4th, 2012 and 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on April 30th, 2012. And it must be achieved in MLB 2K12 contest mode in our MLB Today mode, which is only available on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Oh, and did we mention there are no video requirements this year? That's right, dorks. For the first time, we won't require that you record your perfect game attempt. As my personal batting practice pitcher Brian Wilson would say, you're welcome. Once you have all that squared away, get cracking. Pitch a perfect game. In fact, pitch many perfect games if you're able, and work hard to get that perfect game score that ranks you in the top 8. Remember that a perfect game means no player on the opposing team has reached base. Also, you may not make any substitutions or lineup changes prior to the game starting. You must use the pitcher and batting lineups that is set to start the game for that particular day. So try to find out if I'm playing that day. Throw me fastballs inside and sliders in the dirt, pretty sure you'll get your perfect game. You may not pause or interrupt the game at any time during the entirety of the game. So no potty breaks, no mommy breaks, no girlfriend breaks, and definitely no breaks for anything. You must pitch an entire game without allowing any hits, defensive errors, or allowing someone to reach base while on defense, and without making any pitching substitutions, calling any manager visits to the mound, or pausing the game. You must use total control pitching and total control hitting control schemes while attempting your perfect game. These control schemes are automatically set when entering the MLB 2K12 contest mode. You must win the game. You play to win the game, even if the game goes into extra innings. So you say you have pitched a successful perfect game and you want to get it verified. This year it's a bit simpler than in years past. Upon completion of your perfect game, assuming you follow the rules, you will receive a verification code screen. I would recommend snapping a photo of that screen just in case. Go online to 2ksports.com/perfectclub, enter the information requested, which will include your perfect game code. This code will then be reviewed, and if valid, you will be ranked. Remember, this leaderboard is likely to change throughout the duration of the Perfect Game Challenge, and may even change 2 business days after the April 30th deadline, while 2K verifies perfect games submitted under the wire. So do your best to put up the best score possible. If you have a verified perfect game and wish to improve your score or ranking, you are free to do so as often as you are able within the given window. Only your highest perfect game score will appear on the leaderboard, assuming it is verified. Up to 8 finalists will compete in New York City at the MLB Fan Cave. Finalists will be able to select the team they wish to play with, in the order of their rank on the leaderboard. Specifically, the top-ranked Perfect Game finalists will get to choose a team first. Once that team is chosen, the team will not be available for other finalists. Finalists will then compete in a single elimination tournament, 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and so on. The preliminary matchups will be played on May 9th, and the finals will take place on May 10th, where a winner will be crowned. The tournament will be run in MLB 2K12 on PC and in special tournament mode that will take into consideration pitcher fatigue, so you can't ride Justin Verlander's hairy arms all the way to the finals. Don't expect to start your ace for every game, unless you pick the Cleveland Indians, then you can start any pitcher you want at any given time. There will be some serious strategy involved when it comes to picking your pitching rotation. Good luck, nerds.